Hi, it's Wolfie, and I'm going to show you the different farm types in Stardew Valley. I'll also be going over what are the good and the not so good about each of them. So as of right now, in Stardew Valley, there are 5 different farms that you can choose from. There's the Standard Farm, the Riverland Farm, the Forest Farm, the Hilltop Farm, and the Wilderness Farm. So let's start at the very top and take a look at the Standard Farm first. Now, if it's your first time playing Stardew Valley, then you're probably going to want to go with this farm as it's the most beginner friendly. Small note here, the inside of your house has a different sort of theme depending on the farm that you choose. So this is what the inside of your house looks like if you choose the Standard Farm. If we take a look outside then, this farm is basically a giant plot of land with 2 bodies of water, one being over here on the right, and a larger one being down towards the bottom of the map. The best thing about this farm is there's a ton of space for farming, so much space that I would say it can be kind of tough if you want the entire thing to look pretty, because if that's the case, then it'll definitely be a lot of work because of how big it is. There's also a cave over here, but that's in all of the farms and it looks exactly the same on each of them. The same goes for this greenhouse over here. Next, let's take a look at the Riverland Farm. So this is what the inside of your house looks like. It sort of looks like the inside of a boat with these round windows over here. Now if we take a look outside, you'll see that this farm is surrounded by water, and it's a bunch of islands of different sizes that are connected by bridges. On the left here, we have Grandpa's shrine on an island. Heading back towards the greenhouse, if we go down, we have a bridge leading to a small island. If we then keep going down to the left, there's another piece of land here. So if we keep going down, there's another bridge to another small piece of land. So now if we go back up and cross this bridge, this is your main island and it happens to be rather large. So this is probably where you're going to want to put most of your stuff. So now if we go down here, there's another piece of land here, and the entrance to Cindersap Forest. Going back up and over to the right, there's another small island this way, but this island has a pier or a boardwalk which is sticking out from the bottom. And then if we head up, we'll end up where we started in front of the house. Now this farm is great if you want to be a fisherman and plan on using crab pots, and I mean a lot of crab pots because there's so much space for them with all the water. At the same time, because of all the water, there's not too much space for a ton of farm buildings and your crops. So you're going to be a little tight on space if you're planning to do a lot of building on this farm. It's better to keep it on the simpler side if you're going with this one to keep the clutter down. So that is the Riverland Farm. Next up we have the Forest Farm. So this is what the inside of your house looks like. It has a nature or a forest theme to it. Now if we take a look outside, you'll see that this farm has a lot of grass and trees. There's your cave over there, and if you go over to the left, we have Grandpa's shrine in the corner over here. You can actually get in there if you go down and over to the left here. So the entrance is kind of hidden. It's like a secret entrance. If we come out and go down, you'll see that there are a lot of stumps here, and these regrow daily. So this farm is a great source of hardwood due to that. So if we go over to the right here, we have this huge area of land, and to the right of that, we have some bodies of water here. There's a small one there at the bottom, another small one over to the right, and if we go up, there's a third small one in the upper right, which is just a little below the front of your house. Now, while there is quite a bit of land on this farm, it may get a little crowded if you're trying to build everything. Now, this area does have a ton more space than the Riverland Farm, so it's definitely not a bad choice if you're looking for a medium-sized farm. Plus, there's that supply of hardwood. So that there is the Forest Farm. Next up, we have the Hilltop Farm. So this is what the inside of your house looks like. It has a quarry or a miner theme to it with the stones on the wall. Now if we take a look outside, you'll see that this farm actually looks like it's inside of a quarry with very high walls surrounding and inside of it. Now this farm is kind of funky with the areas that you can plant crops in, as the areas that you can plant in are a little oddly sized and shaped. Like over here to the left of your house, we have a little open patch of land, and then if we go further down, there are some stairs and a narrow pathway down here, which if we go over to the left here and up these stairs, we have Grandpa's Shrine. If we go to the right, it opens up just a bit, giving you some more space. And this is one of the larger plots of land here that you'll have on this map. Then we have another small patch of land up here. Then if we cross the bridge, this leads to another large plot of land over here. And we have the entrance to Cindersap Forest down there. And further to the left, we have a small body of water over there. Then, if we go up, we have some minerals here. And this area supplies you with ores and geodes quite early on in the game, without having to focus too much on the mines. So you can get materials a bit quicker when starting out the game than you would be able to on the other farm types. Now on this farm, land is quite limited and oddly shaped as you saw, so it's going to take quite a bit of work to figure out how to fit buildings in and where to put your crops. With all that being said, there isn't too much land available here either, so you're probably going to want to keep your farm on the smaller side if you're going with this one. So that is the Hilltop Farm. And the last farm that we have is the Wilderness Farm. So this is what the inside of your house looks like. It looks sort of like a spooky cabin if you ask me, especially with the window on the left that's boarded shut. Now before we take a look outside, I would like to mention that this farm is a bit similar to the standard farm. Let's go ahead and take a look outside now. Now if we go to our left here, we have our cave there and the greenhouse on the left with quite a bit of space around it. And over here even further to the left, we have Grandpa's Shrine. But this tree's in the way, so let me chop it down so you can see it. There we go. So you can go down from here. You can see that we have a ton of land available, and it kind of surrounds this body of water over here. And if we go further down on the left, we have another body of water. And down at the bottom, we have our entrance to Cindersap Forest, along with there being a little bit of grass along the edge of the map. And then if we go back up here, we end up in front of our house. So there's a ton of area available on this farm, but monsters do come out every now and again. You're not going to need to worry about that during the day, but at night, that's when they come out, which can be kind of a good thing for certain quests. But at the same time, If you're not looking to face off against monsters on a regular basis, know that they do pop up quite often here. And when you're first starting out the game, they can be a little tough for you to take down, so be sure to remember that if you decide to go with this farm. And there you have it, every farm type available as of right now in Stardew Valley. Hopefully this will help you out with choosing your farm. If it does, I'd appreciate it so much if you could leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you have some friends this video could help out, feel free to share it with them. Alrighty, I'm Wolfie, and I'll see you next time. Happy farming!